Hello guys, in this tutorial we're gonna be making a 3D perspective card project that's gonna look something like this. And we're gonna need a bit of JavaScript to achieve this. So I currently only have a picture here, which I'll be linking in the description if you want to use the same one. And we're gonna add index HTML, style CSS here, and main.js. So we can open this with live server. We'll just add something here. Let's open it here. So the only thing we're gonna have inside our HTML is a single div that's gonna be card. And under the card here, we wanna link our JavaScript we made. So main.js, and here we also want to link our CSS file we made, which is style.css. And then we can move on to our styles first. So here, let's remove the default margin and padding. And we're also going to add an overflow here, just to prevent the overflow from the elements. And here we can target our body first. So we want to make it full height, and we also want to add a background that's going to be this image we have, but it's also going to have a gradient on top of it. So here we can add that. So it's going to be a linear gradient here, and then we're going to have, let's see, put this on a new line, and we're going to have RGBA here. And it's going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.5 here. And then we can add a comma, and we can do the same thing over here. So 0, 0, 0, 0.5. Like that. And then when that ends, on this line, actually I don't want to format that, just so you guys can properly see it. So here, line 13, we want to add a comma, and I also want to pass a URL that's going to be this image we have. So in my case, that's going to be hero background.jpg. And here we also want to add a no repeat, center, /cover. So now we have that with the gradient on top of it. So for example, if I remove the gradient from here, this is how the picture looks like. This just gives it a bit of darker color on top of it. And then we want to add a perspective here. Of 800 pixels. And then here we can make our card. So it's going to be 500 by 340. We want to add a cursor that's pointer. And finally here, so we're able to see the card, we're going to add the same background as we have here, but we're not going to have any gradients. And then again, we can add no repeat, center cover. So this is what we currently have. And then for centering that, we want to add flex on the body. And if we go back to card here, we can add margin. So that's going to center it on the page, as you can see. And then we can go to our JavaScript. to make this 3D effect here that we have. So the first thing we want to select is a card. So document.querySelector, and it has a class of card, so .card. And we can add a comma here, and we can make a new variable, so we don't need to type const again, because this is going to be a const as well. So we're going to call this like rect. And that's going to be equal to card.getBounding client rect. And then here we want to add an event listener to our document, which is going to be on mouse move. So we can add a comma here, we want to pass an event. And then inside of here we want to get our page X coordinates and Y coordinates. So we're going to make two variables. So page X is going to be equal to this event we passed in, .pageX, and we're going to do the same thing for the Y-axis, so vertical. Like that. Then here we want to get the element. That's going to be our rect, which is card getBounding client .left. We'll have plus our card here, so card dot offset width. Divided by 2. And then we want to do the same for the y-axis here. So element y, and that's going to be equal to rect.top plus, and then we're going to have card again. And instead of offset width, we're going to have offset height, and that's going to be also divided by 2. Then here at the bottom, we're going to get the angle. So angle x. And we're going to subtract some values, so we're going to get our element y here. Minus page y, which is this here. So divided by 25. And we want to do the same for angle y, or vertical angle. But in this case, we want to target, instead of element y, we want to target element x here. Minus page x. And we want to divide that by 25 as well. And then at the end, we want to apply those styles to our actual card. So we have a variable called card here, so we can target that here. So card.style, oh, I don't know why that did that. Then we're going to target that transform property. And that's going to be equal, and here we want to add the template literals. Instead of adding plus to the values, we want to add that. And first thing, we're going to have rotate x, like that. And then inside of it, we're going to have our angle x, so this variable we made. And we're going to have degrees here, so DAG. And then after that, we also want to have rotate y. And inside of that, we can target our angle y instead of angle x. So let's just copy paste this. And after curly braces, we want to add degree again. And now once we save that, if we go back here, we have a card, or our 3D card perspective, I'd say, which I think it looks kind of cool if you want to add it on one of your own projects. The link for the picture is going to be in the description if you guys want to use the same one, but you can use anything here really. Also, if you don't like the gradient, you can remove it. I'll show you one more time. So if I remove this, you can see how much of a difference the black gradient makes to this picture. So that's without the gradient, and this is with the gradient. And in my opinion, this looks much better. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this short tutorial, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.